Good morning and welcome to the Iowa Storm Chasing Network weather forecast update. It is Friday, February 7th. This is being recorded in the morning, so just know of the timing on that. As for the weather, we're going to have the potential for some light snow overnight tonight, primarily across far northern Iowa. Might even see some freezing drizzle in some parts of the state, and we'll break those details down here in this weather update. And the potential for more light snow will exist as we continue into next week, with temperatures feeling more weather-like. So stay tuned to this weather forecast update. As we start off here, we're going to back it up and show you how things will progress as we head throughout Friday evening tonight. So once again, starting this off at 6 p.m. this evening, should be still dry. But as we continue throughout the overnight hours, we'll start to see that light snow begin to increase as we get into early on the day on Saturday across far northern Iowa. As you can see there, that salmon color, that is a wintry mix. So some areas out there across, let's say north of Interstate 80, south of Highway 20 could pick up on a little bit of freezing drizzle. However, it's not going to be like Wednesday with that freezing drizzle really accumulating out there across the vast majority of this area. The freezing drizzle that would accumulate during the early parts of Saturday is going to be very spotty, and it's going to be very, very light, so not going to be anything like what we saw on Wednesday. Now, as we continue throughout the morning hours, this is closer to about 8 o'clock in the morning. That light snow continuing across the northern portion of the state, closer to that Iowa-Minnesota border, and then that snow will clear out of the state by early afternoon on Saturday. As for snowfall accumulations, the HRRR, which is a higher resolution model, does keep about 1 inch to as most as 2 inches near that Iowa-Minnesota border, with lesser amounts as you get further to the south. And as for any ice accumulation, it's going to be very minor. You can see maybe a few 1/100ths of an inch. As for the latest forecast from the National Weather Service, they do have those traced to 1 inch amounts across northern Iowa, with possibly some areas picking up as most as 2 inches, but that's probably going to be very confined to the Iowa-Minnesota border, with higher amounts as you go north. So if you are going to be traveling north up into Minnesota, just know that they're going to be expecting much more snow up that direction, so you're going to likely encounter some hazardous road conditions as you go to the north. As for accumulations for ice, it's going to be very minor and going to be very spotty, but once again, probably going to be confined to those untreated surfaces out there, so those residential roads, sidewalks, your driveways. So once again, if you are, let's say, south of Highway 20, could pick up some freezing drizzle very early during the day on Saturday, but that's likely going to melt off. So not going to be super concerned with that this go around. It's not going to be anything like Wednesday. As we head into next week, we're going to be watching for the potential for a couple systems that will quickly clip probably most likely the southern portion of the state and could bring some light accumulation. So it looks like starting off by Monday afternoon, this is by 3 p.m. on Monday, I think portions of far southwest and south central Iowa overnight Monday into the day on Tuesday morning could pick up a little bit of light snow. You can see across the mainly south of Interstate 80. This is during the overnight hours on Monday into the day on Tuesday. That clears out. Will be dry for Tuesday night. And then Wednesday morning, but I think by late Wednesday morning throughout the day, this is getting closer to that midday hour. This is here by noon. You can see that snow beginning to increase across, once again, the southern half of the state. That will continue to sort of lift off to the northeast, so it does look like the southeastern half of the state will see snow Wednesday afternoon. Once again, this will be rather light. As for accumulations, you're seeing the GFS is only really picking up about 1 to 2, maybe as most as 3 inches of snowfall. So once again, not going to be a super big weather impact on Wednesday, but still enough to cause maybe some slick spots out there. So do keep that in the back of your mind. As for temperatures, we're going to see more winter-like temperatures as we head into next week. So on Saturday, we're going to have those highs back into the 30s. And as we go into Sunday, we're going to see highs back into the mid-20s, the low 30s. But then by Monday, looking here at the forecast on your screen now, those temperatures will continue to drop on Monday, with highs only reaching the low 20s across northern Iowa, the mid 30s across southern Iowa. And as we go overnight Monday into the morning on Tuesday, we could see temperatures drop possibly below zero across far northern Iowa, with those teens for much of the rest of the state. Then we'll warm up on Tuesday with highs only reaching the upper single digits across northern Iowa to the low 20s across southern Iowa, and then we'll continue to advance forward here Wednesday morning, starting off in the single digits to the north, the low teens to the south, and then on Wednesday afternoon, went one too far there. We'll see it's once again for highs, so ranging from about 15 to maybe near 20 across far southern Iowa. But then as we head into Thursday, we'll start to see temperatures sort of start to rebound. We'll see more 20s common, And then by Friday, as we continue into Friday afternoon, we're going to start to get closer to the mid to upper 20s. So going to feel more winter-like next week with those temperatures into the teens and 20s for daytime highs, with overnight lows back into the single digits and at times below zero. So once again, we're going to have the potential for a little bit of light snow overnight tonight into the day on Saturday, mainly across northern Iowa. Going to be very light amounts, but something to keep an eye on. We'll keep you updated here on our weather page throughout the day if anything does change. As always, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.